So now we need to read the post data from the form and save them to a set of local variables. And so what does that mean? Well, we started here on the login start page with the form, and when we hit submit, it runs the cookie.login. Well, I mean, what actually happens is we're at the client's computer. They fill out the form with their data, and they hit submit, right? And once they hit submit, then the data from the form, the data that they typed in, gets sent to the server, right? And the server receives it and runs the action file, cookie_login.php. Not only does it run it, but it also gives this data to the form using the post variable and the name of each field. Okay, so then once we're on the server side, it pulls up this cookie_login.php and runs it, which is why we get hello world outputted to the screen when we hit submit. But we don't want to echo out hello world, right? What we want to do is receive that data. And since we use post, it's going to be _post, 2 brackets, double quotes, and the name of the field. And so I believe the first one's name is user, okay? And the second one's name is pass. Okay. So we get it looking like that. And I can go ahead and echo out this data. And you can see how it's going to look, right? So we come back over here. I go back one page. And let's go ahead and come here, and let's run this off of localhost. Okay, and so I type in ASDF, and then I type in ASDF, and I hit submit, and that's what I get, ASDF. What is happening? It's getting the first entry that I entered in, printing that out, and it's getting the second entry that I entered in and printing that out. So, but of course I don't want to print it out, right? I want to do other things with it. So what's going to happen here in this file is that we are going to take this username, run it through the database, check if it's found in there, then check if the password matches up with that username, and if it does, then allow them into the system. If it does not, print out an error message and say try again, right? Now this method post sends the data to this file in a variable called post that is indexed by the names of each of the fields, right? So that's user, this one's pass. So this is a very clumsy way to manipulate the data in post, right? That means every time I need to reference the username that they entered in, I gotta type in !_post and do all these crazy things with it, right? So what we usually do, PHP programmers, web developers, what we usually do is do a save the post data in local variables, right? So we'll say user is equal to post. And we'll say $pass is equal to post. And notice here we have $. What that means is that this is a variable, right? So here it's saying variable username, variable pass, right? And so all we're doing is saving the post data into a variable that is more easier to manipulate and write down, and that's going to save us time in the long run. And I think that's the end of what we should be doing for this task. So no, that's not us. This is us. Yep, just save it to local variables.